Halt! Don't move! What are you doing? In case you haven't heard, there's been a truce and a peace treaty's being negotiated.
Yeah, we heard. Truth is, though, we're not part of Abundance anymore.
If you're seeking asylum, I'm sorry, but...
That's not what we're after. Even if the deal's tempting... Just listen. We work for a guy who wants nothing more than to restart the war between your corporation and Abundance. We were sent to attack you and make it look like Abundance broke the truce.
So why are you telling me?
Because I've seen too much blood and war for one lifetime. But I need a favor. Our backer wanted us to bring back your uniforms to prove we accomplished the mission.
Your employer won't just take your word for it? Doesn't sound like such a good employer. Here, take this key. It'll get you into our stock over there. We always have some spares. You're a Technomancer too? What a shame. Would have been nice to just talk. Exchange information we know about the settlers. About Earth.
Maybe another time, yeah? Thanks for the key. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Death to the humans! Cain avenges us!
can't do this. Voila, Dandolo will have his costumes.
You think he likes playing dress-up or some shit? Because, I mean, I don't really see the point.
He's an offbeat fellow, but I can't imagine him dressing up in front of the mirror, though I can't imagine the pompous laughter if he liked the way he looked. No, he must have buyers. Dandolo asks for things for a reason. However indirect his requests may be, they're always planned investments that he anticipates to pay off in time.
These unis better make him happy. I don't want to keep running errands for the Prince of Dress-Up.
I could be wrong, but I am doubtful his request will stop here. He is the Prince of Merchants. He'll maximize what he can get out of every friend and acquaintance.
It might seem like we're running pointless errands, but isn't it nice here? We are fed, housed, and welcomed by friends, and far from Victor's madness.
Yeah, we get it. You like Dandolo. But I'm still the one who's driving us around, and this is the last time I act like a fucking costume rental service.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
They found some ancient documents. Looks like they date back to the settlers, but they're written in a language I can't read.
I thought you Technomancers were so well versed in our old dialects.
Maybe in Aurora. In Abundance, we're soldiers first and last. We learned some colonial knowledge during training, but the languages are barely taught. The Great Master was the only one who had that kind of knowledge.
So, now you need a Technomancer from Aurora to translate. I might know of someone, a renegade of sorts who left Shadowlair to become a hermit. Word was, though, your former comrades captured him. If he managed to hide what he was, he's probably a captive in one of their forced labor camps.
And getting to him won't be easy.
Exactly. But, if you want your document translated, you might just have to find a way.
I'm looking for my friend Scott. He just disappeared. Any idea where he could have gone?
Can't say that I have. He's not at the caravansary, though. If you want, I can check with my informants. Might have joined the caravan that just left, though. Your pal looked like he was missing Ophir, honestly. Then again, maybe he was kidnapped. Never can tell.
Just let me know if you hear anything. I need to find him. Thanks for the help.
My pleasure, as always.
We found the Aurora convoy you wanted us to hit. I got the uniforms you wanted, but Sorry, Dandolo. I couldn't bring myself to start another war.
That was naive, Zachariah. Both corporations, with or without you, are working on their own excuses to return to war. Aurora for pride, and Abundance for revenge. You only delayed the inevitable.
Fine, but their blood won't be on me.
Need I remind you that we welcomed you with open arms when you had nowhere else to go? Fine, fine. I have another matter that you can take care of to make it up to me. Remember earlier when I told you Ophir's Vori have their sights set on Noctis? Want a foothold in my city that'll let them reach the other corporations? Well, the thought's been eating at me. Makes me sick to think of their violence intruding on this city. Luckily, up till now, it was just a distant threat. Scuffles in our fair city and the attitudes of some of our newer inhabitants make me wonder why they haven't already found their way in.
What do you want me to do exactly?
Investigate. Suss it out. You know the Vori, their methods, probably even some of their members. If they're here, I'm sure you'll see them. When you do, lure them out, then kick them out. We don't want them here. Oh, one more thing, probably nothing. I'm sure you're aware the ASC now controls Ophir. And, as I'm sure you can imagine, its constant surveillance makes it difficult for our underground matters. All thanks to new asinine restrictions created daily, like a tightening noose. So I need you to smuggle some of our merchandise in through the city's underworks, as you call it, to one of our clients. And since I know you know them well, it should be a cakewalk for you. And lucrative. Very lucrative. My property manager will give you the goods.
I'll do my best.
Had another power outage this morning.
Damn! It happens a few times a day now.
Welcome, welcome.
Dandolo asked me to check in with everyone around here. Just wondering if you've been a victim of threats, extortion, or robbery lately.
Look, why are you looking to rock the boat, huh? There are men that you don't want to mess with. But if the prince trusts you... Yeah, a couple of scary-looking guys have been making the rounds, threatening a bunch of us. We pay them loads of serum or they say they'll bankrupt us. Those that said no are slowly losing their businesses.
How's that?
Their merchandise is getting stolen or ruined. One got beat on his way home. The rest of us are staying scared and paying what they want.
Where can I find them? Don't worry. They won't bother you after I'm done.
Yeah, just don't make things worse for us, you know? The ones I've seen hang around the center of the market.
Then that's where I'll go. Relax. It's gonna be over soon.
This isn't no fear. Noctis's heart lies in its market, and once you control the market, taking the whole city is merely a formality. If this keeps up, Dandolo has a right to be worried.
Sir, please, help me! Sir, I'm sorry to... I heard you help people around the city. Heard you had compassion for those in need. I'm sorry. My name is Carlotta.
Zachariah Mancer. What can I do for you?
It's my husband. He's gone. He just... I know he's dead. I know it. Whoever did it, please. Find whoever did this to him. Find those men.
What men, ma'am? You saw men take your husband?
No, I mean, I don't know. Some men came to find him a while ago. Threatened him, saying they wanted him to pay him serum in return for their protection. He said no, and their threats got worse. Then one morning, when I wasn't there, something happened at the shop. Everything was overturned, broken, and Fabio was gone. I know they did it!
All right, all right. It sounds like the Vori. And if it is, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna find your husband alive either. I'm sorry. But do you know where I could find them?
Last time I saw them, they were around the community soup. Please, please make them pay for what they did.
I'll do my best to find them, ma'am. You've got my word.
Poor girl. Fuck. Fuck! First those bastard Bori poison Ophir, and now they show up here, pulling the same shit? This will not stand still. We're throwing them all out!
Do I see Vori and Noctis? Oh, look at that, I do. Your cover's blown. Get out.
Sure. Right after you.
I want to make sure you understand a few things. First, I'm a Technomancer. Second, you know someone that can get shocked so bad that they permanently forget their own name, right? I suggest you think about those two things while you start packing.
You'd torture us over this. Really? Fine. We'll get out of your damn city. But I'd watch out after we tell Anton about this.
Hey, Mr. Mancer, please?
What's going on?
Well, my name is Marco, and I'm in charge of the network of wind turbines in Noctis.
Nice to meet you, but I don't really know why you're reaching out to me.
Well, I know that you've helped our prince, and I thought, I have a big problem. We're dealing with a series of robberies like we've never experienced before. Many wind turbines have been taken apart, and their components have disappeared. Without this source of energy, the city could disappear. The water, the electricity we use, everything comes from the wind turbines.
You want me to find the thieves?
Well, yes. I was told that a mutant thief had in his inventory parts that seemed to come from our facilities. If you could interrogate him?
Why don't you do it yourself?
That's because he's a thief. Not really the nicest kind of individual, you see. And there are probably more people behind all this. Please?
Fine. I'll see what I can do. My name's Zachariah Mancer. The Merchant Prince sent me to give you a message. You're not wanted here, so get the hell out. End of message.
Message received. Now return this message. Eat my ass, you prick. My boss said we should stay, so we're staying. End of message.
And there's the reason I'm not surprised you're still just a grunt among the Vori. Let me help you out a bit. You know what happens now that you've been spotted here. 1, you're smart and you leave, or 2, the Merchant Prince is gonna pin your ass down naked in the desert for a long, long date with the sun. Then watch you die a slow, painful death.
You're not right in the head, Mancer. Yeah, we'll leave, but I promise Anton's gonna make you pay for this.
Never would have thought they'd disguise themselves so well. They're either getting smarter, or someone a lot smarter above them is calling the shots. Anton must have put his top men here. I knew that tall guy at the city entrance looked familiar.
Stop right there! Nobody enters by order of the prince!
Now there's a familiar fucking face. The notorious wanted Mancer from Ophir. You have any idea how much serum your head's worth? If the boss hadn't told us to stay away from that contract, I'd have it in a bag right now.
How'd you find Noctis? Not like it's on a map.
Just like everyone else here, a smuggler got us in. And why wouldn't we? Ain't everyone welcome in Noctis? Total opposite of Ophir. We just blended in with the crowd escaping that shithole city. And the rest is the present. Be damn if I don't love this place. So much opportunity. A breath of fresh air unlike the stale bullshit of Ophir. A lot of serum to be made here. Not as much corruption, for sure, but we're working on that.
Dandolo sent me.
And you want me to give a fuck?
You and the Vori have been extorting and murdering in Noctis since you got here. We're tired of it. We're asking you to leave. Nicely. You're not wanted here.
Oh, okay. And I'm supposed to say, thank you for asking so polite? We'll be leaving now? Boss said you were smart, but I'm starting to think otherwise. So here's what we'll do. We stay, you act like you don't know we're here. And maybe down the line, I throw some work your way. Good? Good. All right, go on. Get out of here.
Maybe I wasn't clear enough. You're in real trouble here. I know you fear Anton, but Dandolo can be even worse than your boss when he wants to be.
Yeah, I know. He's the only guy dangerous enough for Anton to even pay attention to. Fine. We'll move on. But this ain't even close to being over. Anton Rogan could type to ever back down from a fight. He might regroup, but when he does, shit hits the fan.
I better go talk to Anton. Otherwise he won't stop sending men until we cave, and he wins. You're a robber, right?
Don't like that word. Don't consider myself that.
When you say people who left stuff in the desert,
Sure. Yeah, I even found an old rover.
I see. Tell me, these wind turbine parts that I see, where did you find them?
I can't remember, dude. Probably somewhere. That's for sure. Sorry.
Listen, you must know that the city relies on those wind turbines. By taking them apart, you put everybody in jeopardy. I know you're not like that. I can see it. It's not you who was managing the trafficking. Tell me who's behind all this.
Alright, look. I'm just small potatoes, you know? Dudes behind this, though? Don't fuck around. I didn't know that when I started. Just thought it was a no-sweat way to make a little serum behind Dandola's back, right? It was bigger than I thought, though. A lot bigger. Guys behind it are not dudes I like dealing with. Got bigger agendas. Not that I know this, but you can sense it, you know? Scary guys. From your corp, I think.
The Vori?
Yeah, that's right. The Vori, that's them. They're up to something else in the Gate District. You want a world of trouble, man? That's where you can find it.
Hey,
Hey, can I help you?
I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I need some serum, a lot of it. And from what I've heard, there's a way to make it quickly with you. With the turbines. I keep a low profile, and I know how to fight when I have to.
Yeah, you look like the tough type, but I don't know you. Never seen what you can do. Don't know if I can trust you. You up for a little challenge to test what you can do? Good. I need you to steal some gear from the site right behind us. You do that, and maybe we'll talk about you joining a gang on a more permanent basis. Watch your ass, though. We've hit the place enough times they started noticing what parts are going missing and have added a lot of guards lately. If you get caught, I don't know you, and you don't know me. We clear?
Yeah, we're clear. Here's everything you wanted.
Well, it's nice to find someone you can rely on. Look, I'm not the group's leader, so I can't make you a member, but go see the boss. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to bring you in after what you just did for us.
And where do I find him?
Go to the canyons at night, next to the freight elevator. It's where we usually meet. I know it's not official yet, but good to have you with us.
Good to be with you. Thanks.
I think I know the camp Dandolo mentioned to you. It sounds like their main camp, so I wouldn't be surprised if the man you're looking for is there. And I want to go with you. Have a few things to settle there. This is important to me, Zachariah. What they do to the prisoners there is inhuman. I just want to help as many as I can.
You're not telling me something, are you?
I was a prisoner there once. I can't tell you what they did to me. I'm just asking you. Take me with you.
I get why you'd want to free him, but it also makes me nervous about letting you tag along. If we get there and you let your emotions run away with you, it's my life you're risking too.
You know me better than that. You've seen me keep my cool in the worst situations. Think about it all you want, but I'm the one who knows that camp by heart, remember? It's gonna be more dangerous for you to go in without me.
Hey, I'm Zachariah. I stole the last parts.
Holy! So you're the guy? Damn it! I heard how you managed to do it with security all over the place. Damn, well done. Need more guys like you around here. Not pussies. Men with real fucking balls. Work for us, and I could get you a nice cut of the pie.
Not interested. And honestly, I only wanted to see if I had the right guy.
You fucking with me? Fuck, what, Anton sends you? Dude, let me tell you, if he did, fuck him. He's too damn far to do this shit here. Alright, look, let me tell you. Alright, what we got going on's pretty damn lucrative here. Make a hell of a lot more serum with us than him, you hear me?
I'm not working for Anton, and honestly, the way you run a business, I'd be an idiot to work for you. How many times you gonna hit the same place? Who do you think you're gonna sell your parts to after everyone abandons the city when there's no water or power anymore because of you? Not only am I shutting you down, but just to make sure you've learned the lesson well enough, I'm gonna dance a little.
Zach, I need to talk to you, without the others around. Something personal.
No problem.
It's regarding what you found in Ophir, you know? In Scott's lab, my father's mail. I've thought about it, and I figured that we should try to find the kid. Scott's son.
Don't you think Scott tried everything to find his son? Besides, he risks reliving something he may not want to experience again.
That boy is connected to my father's disappearance, right? That's what that woman said. And look, the mutants have an almost normal life here. Scott didn't know that the city existed before. We could set up something new. What do you think? If we find out what happened to his son, we could not just bring him back here, but also find out what my dad went to do for Scott. I'm almost convinced that he was trying to bring him back his son.
All right, I'll look into it. Someone must know where to find the information regarding the new mutants.
Thank you! But I don't think Scott should know about all this for now. If something happened to his kid... Anyway, you know?
Hey there, I was told to come find you.
Looking to smuggle merchandise to Ophir, you've come to the right place. Hope Dandolo explained the risks.
Not really, but I know Ophir well enough. He probably just didn't want to worry me.
You may think you know the city well, pal, but you've never tried to go through it with contraband. You find yourself caught by customs agents or guards, and they ain't gonna slap your wrist. Good luck!
I know you're wondering about the origins of the contraband. Listen, Dandolo isn't the kind of person who will willingly lose clients. It doesn't really matter what's in here. There isn't enough to put the people of Ophir in any real danger.
I figured that might be the case, but I'm getting the impression that I'm acting as a delivery boy.
Maybe you could learn something from all this. Nothing's ever as it seems when Dandolo is involved.
I traced it back. Many people stood behind the looter, who isn't even active anymore. The Vori themselves were behind it. Don't worry, I won't steal anymore.
Thank you. We're gonna launch a big campaign of repairs. Thank you again.
expect at this camp?
Judging from Nisha's face, not something pretty. I feel like I'm driving a hearse.
Whatever you're thinking, it's 1,000 times worse. You're taking us to hell.
But aren't they called work camps?
More like prisons, where the primary goal is to break spirits and destroy free will. Their final products are submissive beings akin to farm animals, and their methods end up destroying some and brainwashing the others.
This Aurora Technomancer we search for must be hiding in plain sight. He'll be very discreet, so we'll have to look for someone normal. Almost too normal.
I hope we're able to free the other prisoners. We could help them get a fresh start in Noctis.
I know you want to sit with the cool kids, but my rover can only hold so many people. Sorry, can't take everyone.
If we can distract the guards, I can get Dandolo to send a rescue team. It wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
If Dandolo can bring the manpower, we can bring the diversion. We'll free them.
Words alone cannot express my hatred for this place.
I warned you.
Traitor, get him!
Feel free, armed, my rights returned to me is priceless. I can't tell you how much it means.
go through here. I won't be able to force this lock. I need a key. I won't be able to force this lock. I need a key. I won't be able to force this lock. I need a key.
If we can unlock this gate, the prisoners can get out and hide while Dandolo sends them back up.
I'll take care of that then. More people we can get out of this hellhole, the better. Misha, are you alright? Hey, are you Professor Charles Seeker?
I am? And you? You are... What does a Technomancer want from me?
Long story, Professor. Just know I'm a friend of Scott's. We looked for you in Ophir. Even got our hands on some of your notes, but,
My research notes? On Technomancers? How? I coded them to make sure those ASC thugs couldn't read them. Did you manage to read them?
I just gave him to Scott.
Oh, good. Good. I'm sure he deciphered them with no trouble. Scott's eccentric, I know, a little unstable even, especially since he lost his child. But even still, he is the greatest mind in abundance. A genius who's focused his research on people like you. Technomancers. I'm sure my notes, which I pray no one but you and Scott will see, will be a great service to him. I was able to prove nothing, really, but my work pointed to a high probability that the abilities of your kind stemmed from what Earthlings called gene therapy.
Not sure what that means, Professor.
Yes, of course. They modified genes to cure disease, provoked mutations, modifications that got passed on to offspring as well. Look, in theory, at least. A theory I will never get to test now, I'm afraid. Being held here. Well, I suppose it's better this way. Undeniably incredible research, but research that could also, unfortunately, lead to the enslavement of your kind. Cast you as just another mutation to be contained, you know, afraid of what they don't know. And while I'm sure there was good intention in their creation of your mutation, no one can say what that reason is.
Can you keep this a secret, Professor?
My lips are sealed. Now and forever. No one else will ever be privy to my research.
Thank you, Professor. Take care. Hello, I'm looking for someone. A rather old man.
What is the man doing in the camp?
He was locked up here because he was living away from corporations. He's a technomancer like me, but way older. And he comes from Aurora.
He is not sure, but he believes he recognized that the old man had the Aurora way of speaking. But he thinks that the man is mistaken because he is not a technomancer. He doesn't make lightning bolts. He is a mechanic, not a good mechanic.
Thank you very much for the information. Hello, I'm looking for someone.
A man? He doesn't mingle with men. Men avenge themselves upon them, so he stays away.
All right, I understand. Goodbye. I'm looking for an old man. He's from Aurora, and he used to be a technomancer.
Well, you're looking for him in the wrong place. It's true that there's a guy with a funny way of speaking, but I can't believe that he's from Aurora. That sounds crazy. What would he be doing here?
Who is that man?
His name's George. An old guy, as you said, and the way he speaks sounds funny. Anyway, as if he were making fun of us with complicated words. He's a mechanic, though.
This could mean that he studied within the elite in a corporation that were a little precious. Thank you. Hello, I'm looking for a man. A man in your age range. A technomancer.
A technomancer? Here? You must be mistaken, my boy. There is no technomancer here. The prisoners of war are sent elsewhere. Here we are taught to think like good citizens of abundance.
Hello, I'm looking for a man.
A technomancer? Here.
Hello, I'm looking for a prisoner. An old man from Aurora. He's a former technomancer.
There are no technomancers here. You would be killed right away or sent to a camp as a prisoner of war. You're in the wrong camp. This here is a rehabilitation camp for deviants, dissenters. It's supposed to get us to think right again. Sorry, I don't see.
Maybe he hid what he was. He used to live far from the corporation. Maybe they mistook him for a deviant, an outcast. But he must have kept some of his mannerisms or accent from Aurora.
That could be George. I've always thought that he had a funny way of talking. He works as a mechanic. He really looks burned out. But the funny thing is, I once heard him say he was barely 50. You think he was at least 20 years older. He must have had a really bad life, worse than ours.
That could be him. Technomancy tends to age us faster. Thank you.
That's fucking amazing. And hilarious. Guy manages to hide who he really is, a fucking technomancer from Aurora, right under the noses of the worst assholes in Abundance's history. I don't like Aurora, but damn, they're all that fucking wily. I can fucking get how they beat us.
How old are you? 70?
50 years old, but I had a hard life. Unfortunately, that leaves its mark.
Like technomancy takes its toll as well.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know anything about technomancy. You should talk to someone else.
I've heard that mechanics isn't your forte. It's a good hideout, isn't it?
The person who told you that I'm not good is simply bad-mouthing me.
If you say so. But this doesn't explain the way you speak. Polished for a mechanic. Listen, let's cut to the chase. Just let me look at your temples and that'll be it.
You are the pain in the neck, you know that. Very well. I am the one you're looking for, and your relentless questioning puts me in jeopardy if the word gets out here.
I specifically came to this camp in order to find you. You brought back a dome lost in the sands, a tablet that I'm unable to translate.
It is written in the settlers' coded language, one they use for the important data. By all means, I can translate it, but this type of thing can take time, and I can't do it here.
Come with us to Noctis. I am sure that you'll find a place to stay.
Noctis?
The city of the merchants. It's an independent city. There you won't have to fear Aurora or Abundance.
Well then, I'll follow you.
Let's go. Am I glad to leave this place?
Me too. I don't care where you take me. Anywhere is better than prison.
It stank like fucking death in there. I don't know what to say. I feel ashamed. I'm from Abundance. What they do to people in there... inhuman.
To think that even Ophir looks like a paradise after seeing such a place. I am grateful, however, for we managed to save a few souls.
You okay, Nisha?
No, not really. I don't want to talk about it right now.
I get that the place could have triggered some bad memories. I'm sorry, Nisha.
Hello. This is Patience, the Technomancer you told me about.
Ah, nice. Free of that shadow-forsaken labor camp. Must have been a living hell. A sincere pleasure to meet you.
Yes, nice to be free, but to be honest, I'm now stuck with no place to go. Can't and won't go back to Aurora. And Abundance was always so accommodating that I can't imagine the hospitality if they had known about my talents. Damn the ASC. And ever since my little desert refuge has been discovered, it's become a tad less cozy. Here I am, no roof, no real belongings. Only thing I have is this guy here who won't leave me alone until I translate some ancient text for him.
Well, I can't help with Mr. Mancer's needs for a translator, but I can give you a roof. It's the Noctis way, for we say, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Welcome to your new home, Patience. There are some empty houses in the northern part of the city. I'm sure we can set you up there.
Thank you, and a sincere pleasure to meet you, Dandolo.